So the Chargers division rolls to the Speedway. The WJP Investments Chargers Racing Experience up next. Just like the rookie Bandoleros, 10 minutes plus 2 laps, and they are led by the pole sitter, the 13M of Ben Mack, followed by the 5 of Cameron Stearns. That's row number 1. Row number 2 is the 77 of Sebastian Rist and the 3 of Sadie Parsons. Row 3 is Kason Barnett from Cleveland, Georgia, and the M00 of Lily Impellizzeri. Row 4, Keaton Lyons and Peyton Harbison. Row 5 from Atlanta, Georgia, and the 21, Lincoln Green, and the 40 of Bashi Jimenez from Springfield, Virginia. Row 6, Michael McMillan in the 21, and Carson Pounds in the 62. Jake Harmon's 13th, 14th, Kinsley Tatum, and rounding out this field in the 4 car is Luke Young. That is your starting lineup, and once again on the call is Ryan Hutchison.
Looks like we're going to do one more pace lap around. Field wasn't quite ready to cut them loose. I was thinking that was the longest wait to the throttle I've seen all season, but one more time around, we're going to do at pace speed. Ben Mack is going to bring the field to the green flag. We're ready to go this time around. Field crawls through turn number 3. They let the horses run in turn number 4. Green flag's out. Ben Mack contact there at the start-finish line. The 77 of Rist looked to the inside. Didn't make a move. The 5 car of Cameron Stearns, though, going to lead the field off of 2.
Cameron Stearns with a move from the outside, leading this one now as the rest of the field circles back to the start-finish line. Cameron Stearns will lead lap number 1.
Stearns dipped the tire down into the grass on the entry there to turn number 1. Didn't look to affect his speed much, though, down the back straightaway. He still paces this field. Battles on for the 5th spot. Looks like the number 11 of Kason Barnett going to take it from Keaton Lyons. Lyons stuck on the outside, trying to find somewhere where he can get in line.
So Cameron Stearns leads over the rest of the field here. Good battle going on, as you see on your screen there. That's between the 13 of Keaton Lyons and the M00 of Lily Impellizzeri. Has position on the inside is that 13 of Keaton Lyons trying to make the pass. And will do so down the back straightaway, but here comes a crossover from the M00 of Lily Impellizzeri.
Almost had our first yellow flag of the event. The 4 car of Luke Young in the back of the field slid up in turn number 3, was able to keep that car straight, but the leaders are coming through, and a spin in turn number 2 will bring out our first yellow flag. That's the Moo car, Lily Impellizzeri, lost control off turn 2. First caution flag will fly as we come up on the 2-minute mark in this WJP Investments Chargers Racing Experience.
Well, she had lost a spot already to the 13 of Keaton Lyons. Started in 6th, down to 7th, but after that spin, we'll have to join the tail end of the field. We'll look at a caution right there. We'll look at a replay right there, that is. Off the exit of turn number 2, we'll see it snap into the shot here. Yep, you can see all by herself that car just got spun around. That puts us under our first yellow here in our WJP Investments Chargers Racing Experience.
Single file, the field comes to the attention of Cameron Stearns. He slides the tires a bit there as he comes to the green flag. That's going to allow Ben Mack to get to his bumper, push him up the racetrack. Real early bump and run by Ben Mack. Stearns hanging tough on the outside. Sebastian Rist, they're down low, however.
We'll see if the bump and run is repaid, and up to this point it is not. So Ben Mack takes over the lead here as they come back to the start-finish line.
I think I like the aggression right there out of Ben Mack. I mean, you've seen some things happen in these racing experiences where the clock can run out on you. I mean, being in first place is the spot to be. If the back of the field won't behave and they start wrecking all over the place, if you're in that top spot, by virtue of the clock, you could win. So getting in that valuable track position is really what you like to see, and Ben Mack did it really early there.
Yeah, I mean, we're only a minute away from reaching halfway in this one in terms of our time limit here as the field works past the start-finish line. 3 wide a little bit further on in the field, but looking at this shot coming down the back straightaway, Ben Mack continues to lead over Cameron Stearns and Sebastian Rist.
Don't think that Cameron Stearns forgot about it, though. Contact, that's going to send the 13 around. Off the bumper of Cameron Stearns, Ben Mack is the yellow flag, second of the racing experience for the Chargers, but I don't think that one was completely revenge. The 13 slid up the racetrack a little bit there in turn number 4 and kind of came back down. I'm sure not lifting might have been a little bit of it, but I don't think that was really intentional by Cameron Stearns right there. We'll have to get a look at a replay or whatever we have available, but Ben Mack going to go to the back, and here it is.
Yeah, looking at this replay right here, that 13 was up the racetrack pretty good. Cameron Stearns just couldn't slow down, really try to get the bite through the exit of the corner. I mean, the hole was there, but it closed pretty quickly with that 13 started to drift back down the racetrack.
I think Cameron Stearns just had a better corner, and the product of it was being inside Ben Mack. Look at how close they are on corner entry. Mack leaves the door open, and there's really nowhere Stearns can go. If he lifts, he's going to be under fire from Sebastian Rist. If he goes down to the grass, he's in trouble of maybe losing control of the car himself. So, racing incident there. We'll have to see what race control decides, and I see the 77 of Sebastian Rist at the front of this field. So it looks like Stearns going to be to the back with Ben Mack.
So we're past the halfway point, approaching 6 minutes here. As the field comes to the line, they'll see 1 lap to go before they're turned loose again for the conclusion of this WJP Investments Chargers racing experience.
Green flag back into the air. New leader, Sebastian Rist, will lead him off into turn number 1. Sadie Parsons in that second spot is now trying to get to the leader's back bumper. Down the back straightaway, single file everywhere except the back of the field where Ben Mack and Cameron Stearns start their quest to get back to the top. And some contact towards the back of this field. The 4 of Luke Young and the 21 of Michael McMillan. They've been around each other on the racetrack all night. Young not really giving McMillan a chance to get around. McMillan finally does it. And a lot more going on towards the back. Ben Mack, really aggressive move. 2 for 1 there into turn number 3. Now battle for the top spot. Or my mistake, that was not the top spot. That's back for the 3rd position.
Well, I'll tell you what, watching that 13 of Ben Mack work his way through the field, he's not wasting any time as he's passed around 7 cars, as now he sets his sights on the 20 car of Kinsley Tatum. Ben Mack up to 8, but got a long way to go and only a little bit of time as we're under 3 minutes remaining here in this Chargers racing experience. At the stripe, Sebastian Rist leads over Sadie Parsons.
Cameron Stearns having trouble, and a yellow flag could be coming out. Car spins in turn number 3. Lillian Pellizzeri, the victim of it, and a yellow flag will indeed fly. Probably the best thing Ben Mack could have seen on his quest to get back to the top of this field. We're going to stack them back up once again. Sebastian Rist, your leader. Sadie Parsons, Bashi Jimenez, 2 and 3. Keaton Lyons, Peyton Harbison, 4 and 5. Not a great showing for Lillian Pellizzeri tonight. Doesn't look like she has a great feel for that race car. Second incident.
Yeah, not very typical of Lillian Pellizzeri. She's a competitor week in, week out, just not her night so far in this one. But we sit under yellow here, less than 2 minutes remaining in our timed plus 2 laps. So we're getting down to the conclusion of this one, still led by Sebastian Rist. And now that this field's been tightened back up, Ben Mack going to try and pick him off and see if he can make his way back to the front of the field.
Field lines up single file. Back to the attention of Rist, your leader. Off turn 4, green flag flies once again. Nothing spectacular now, bit of a dive bomb move to the inside by Keaton Lyons. Going to think better of it. Car goes around in turns 1 and 2. Going to bring out another yellow flag on the racetrack. That's the 62 machine of Carson Pounds. The Butler, Georgia driver brings out another caution here in the WJP Investments Chargers Racing Experience. We're over 9 minutes unofficially. So we're going to be getting down to it here. We'll see if a green-white checkered is the call or if we want to go green again.
Yeah, I mean, cautions breed cautions in this one. As we've got Sebastian Rist leading over Sadie Parsons and Bashi Jimenez. As we are just about 10 seconds away from hitting that 10-minute mark. We'll see what they decide to do here. If maybe this is good enough time to throw the blue light on, we'll find out here momentarily as we've reached the 10-minute mark. Green, white, checkered. This time's what we're hearing. Blue light is on. Field working back to the start-finish line. Not going to go green this time. One more, but we will have a green, white, checkered finish to the conclusion of this Chargers racing experience.
Opens the door a lot for Sebastian Rist, Sadie Parsons, Bashi Jimenez, looking for their first wins of the season. That Cameron Stearns and Ben Mack incident really playing a big role in this one. Field nose to tail, coming to the green flag. 2 more times around the Thunder Ring. The 77 car of Rist leads him into turn number 1. Pretty sizable gap early on over Sadie Parsons. Parsons gets a good drive off turn number 2, increases her gap over Bashi Jimenez around turns 3 and 4. Coming to the white, the 77 of Sebastian Rist.
Right place, right time for the 77 of Sebastian Rist. When contact was made between the leaders, he snuck through and has held a pretty wheel out front in this one. Into turns 3 and 4 for the final time, and for the first time this season, Sebastian Rist is going to go to victory lane here at Echo Park Speedway. So a big congratulations to that 77 of Sebastian Rist on his first win this season.